I am a survivor of the genocide carried out against the Tutsi people in 1994 in Rwanda. The genocide in which more than 1 million people were killed in just 100 days. Many people from my family were killed and some raped in front of me during the genocide. I saw my dad being killed and fed to the dogs to eat. I never even had a chance to bury him. I survived by hiding under dead bodies, in mass graves. I lived like a wild animal, hiding in the bush, but always expecting that I would be killed. I was only 7 years old. I knew some of the killers. Some were our friends, others were neighbors. But because of hatred that was taught for so long before the genocide, they called us enemies, and they wanted to kill us all. I have played football with the children of killers. And we loved each other. We loved each other's with their children. I was taken to a refugee camp. It was a miserable life with every kind of diseases. It was life with no food, life with no security. The only wish we had was to be killed and leave the misery behind. But luckily, I survived it all. But my eyes saw what no child should see, and my ears heard what no child should hear. A few months after the genocide, I had to start my primary school. For most of the school day, I would be sitting in class, recalling the screaming voices of women and children that I had seen murdered or raped, or remembering the faces of the people that I have seen murdered. Even today, these are my nightmares. Somehow, I was able to succeed and graduated to a secondary school. But when I was 15 years old, I faced one of the testing times of my life. The classroom had been my only source of hope and healing. But I had so little money that I could no longer afford the $5 for transportation to go to a new school. So I stopped going. All the frustrations, of my young life came to the surface, and I too started to imagine ways I could also become a killer and avenge the deaths of my dad, my relatives, and all those innocent people of my village. I kept going to the place where my father was killed. It was outside that church where my dad was killed, where I met a Congolese medical doctor who spoke to me and helped me back to the right path, and because of him, I was able to go back to school. Everything changed in my mind as I realized that what was killing us Rwandans in genocide was not the people, but that hatred that was taught for generations before the genocide. After this realization, I made the most important decision of my life. I chose to forgive people who killed, even those who killed my father, those who killed my relatives, my friends, and all those innocent people. I chose to forgive them. I chose to forgive them not because it is easy to forgive. It's never easy to forgive. But because I wanted them and the world to learn the price of a lasting peace. Now I go back to the village where my mom still lives. I greet these people, we shake hands, I lift their kids, and we share drink and food. I believe peace is what you give, not what you ask others to give you. I want to live by example, because to start this journey of building peace, the only person I could start with to change in the whole world was myself. My project is called Be the Peace. We have a saying, I am your peace. Be the peace. We have set up a network of 5 Be the Peace clubs where at least 5,000 students use art and debating to promote everyday peace. Families from all ethnicities, the so-called all ethnicities in Rwanda, have come together and they are building peace together. This is not just about children simply staying in class. It's about taking peace messages back out into their communities. Be the Peace aims to halt intergenerational transmission of hate. And it aims to build and promote peace everywhere. Peace with everyone, and peace every day. Let's make this world a better place. Let's each one of us be the peace. Thank you very much.